lovelies, it's Miss Lady Lace here, and today I have for you a new fabulous video featuring a new edition of my vintage vegan series. Today I'm going to be sharing my favorite pumpkin soup recipe, which is really quick and really easy to make at home. I'm definitely working on focusing and refining my YouTube channel. I've created a planner where every month I'll be releasing a vintage vegan video, a video from my Pinup Fit Series, hairstyling and beauty tutorials, as well as so much more. If my vintage vegan series isn't for you, never fear. If you go back to my main YouTube page, there are so many other videos that you can watch of different content styles. Let's get chatting about today's recipe. As I mentioned before, today I'm sharing a pumpkin soup recipe, which is my absolute favorite soup, and I'm so excited to be sharing it with you all today. For today's recipe, you're going to need a few essential items and equipment pieces. Ingredients wise, you're going to need half a butternut pumpkin. I have just peeled and taken out the seeds from this one. You'll need a whole potato and a quarter of an onion. You'll also need coconut cream. We're just going to be using half of the can today. Vegetable stock, garlic powder, as well as salt, and also just a sprinkle of pepper. For our tools, I have a ladle, a knife to cut up my vegetables. I used a peeler to peel the vegetables, a 1/4 teaspoon measuring spoon for our ingredients. You'll need a pot to boil the vegetables, a plate to serve, and a blender to blend all the ingredients together. From our recipe today, you'll be able to make about 4 bowls of soup. Typically, I'll either make that for my husband and I and have some leftovers, or if I'm making it for myself for lunch, I know it'll last a couple meals for that. We'll get started with cooking today. If you haven't already, you'll need to peel and remove the seeds from your pumpkin and peel the potato. We'll then cut up the potato and the pumpkin into small chunks and take segments out of the onion. In the pot, I've put my pumpkin and my potatoes. I'm going to add some boiling water in just a moment, and then I'll let that simmer for 15 minutes before I add my onions to simmer for another 5 minutes. While the vegetables are on the stovetop, I'm going to go over to my blender and add my other ingredients ready for everything to be blended together. I'll take my coconut cream and add about half the can into the blender. Taking half a teaspoon of vegetable stock, half a teaspoon of garlic powder, half a teaspoon of salt, and just a sprinkle of pepper. I'll now add in the onions, and I'll just give that a little bit of a stir through just so they're not sitting at the top. And I'll pop that on for another 5 minutes, and then I'll be ready to blend all the ingredients together. Our vegetables are now done boiling, so I'm going to take them off the stove and get them ready to pop in the blender. Using my ladle, which has little holes in it, I'm just going to strain my vegetables out and add them into my blender. With my lid on, I'm going to use the pulse function just to blend all the vegetables together. Using a spoon, I'm just going to take a little bit of the soup and just give it a taste test to see if I need to add any more spices. And that's our pumpkin soup ready to enjoy. I quite often enjoy either having a side dish like a toasted cheese sandwich or a pastry pasty kind of thing on the side. If you'd like some recipes for these as well, let me know in the comments below and I'll get working on those ASAP. I'll have more vintage vegan series videos coming out in the near future, and next week I'll have a couple fabulous beauty blogs up on my YouTube channel. If there is anything specifically you'd like to see on my YouTube channel, do let me know in the comments below, as I do love creating videos for all of you. If you'd like to follow my daily pinup adventures, I post super regularly to Instagram. I'll pop a little link at the bottom here, as well as at the end of the video. And if you'd like to never miss out on one of these glamorous videos, be sure to hit that subscribe button below, and I'll see you in my next video.